First and foremost, I have to thank Unlimited Translation Works, UTW for short, for subbing this episode. No one announced plans to subtitle this series because good old Netflix decided to say we're gonna license this 25 episode series, and in theory they're probably going to release it in, I don't know, 7 months, give or take. And no one's gonna wait for that. I will rewatch it on Netflix when it becomes available, but there's no way I am going to wait, and thanks to the brilliant fan subbers who I don't think they've done anything since 2015 when Unlimited Blade Works ended, they come out, rise from the dead on a Sunday, and deliver the first episode subtitle, and I have to thank you. I don't like going to piracy, but when you force my hand, I have to, so thank you for delivering us the first episode of Fate Apocrypha, and I have to say, as someone who knows a pretty good amount of this story, this was pretty damn good, and seeing one of my favorite servants finally animated, Ruler, this was a treat. Ruler, Joan of Arc, is just one of the best servants in Fate in my opinion, and I'll let you discover why she's such a badass. I mean, you got a glimpse of it at the very beginning with her fighting one of these beasts here, but I mean, if you play Fate Grand Order and things like that, you know how much of a beast this character is, especially if you know the lore with her. This is going to be a fun Fate series. It's completely out of the universal release. It's like a parallel universe, I believe, is what it is. It's not taking place in the same timeline as Fate Zero, the Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Seven Seals. This is an alternate one, 7 servants, 7 masters going up against one another for the Holy Grail. This is the Greater Grail, which is essentially 7 masters versus 7 masters, and they all have their individual servants. So this is a big war, actually, and it's just a bigger stakes, bigger prize, all the wishes granted. And this is going to be fun, because not only are we having a lot of differences in servants, we got new types of servants, which, like the Ruler class, which you'll see what rulers can do, but also we're not going with, you know, the typical Arthur Pendragon as the Saber class. Instead, we're getting Mordred as the Saber class for one of the heroes, and Mordred's a pretty cool character. I don't know too much of how they do it with this series, but I mean, I love the Arthurian legend and what they do with it. I'm still waiting for them to do like a Gawain in terms of like a Saber class or something like that, because Gawain is my favorite character in the Arthurian legend. But this is going to be fun. I mean, this is the intro content for this series. I mean, if you watch Fate Zero, it's like an hour-long episode. It's the build-up, getting all the masters with their servants, getting you on board with a couple of the characters. But I think they did a pretty good job at starting the episode off, just showing you what this is going to be in terms of action. A1 Pictures is doing a pretty good job so far. Hopefully this will be pretty consistent. The staff that they hired for this is going to be good, because this is going to be running for 25 weeks. So you never know what kind of dips there could be, because this isn't going to be a split core like something like, say, Unlimited Blade Works. Yes, it was done by Ufotable, but still having that split core gives you the time to perfect everything. So hopefully they've been working on this for a while. We're not going to see too many production issues. But I thought I did what a Fate episode should do for its first episode. Get you a pretty good idea. I mean, this is a large cast of characters this time around. We didn't get introduced to all of them, but we got a good idea what some of the key players are going to be, on top of seeing some badass servants get summoned, and I think this is going to be a really fun Fate series. Now, some people have asked me how good this Fate is, and like I said, I do know a pretty good amount of this story, but I don't know everything. I mean, it's been a while since I've really looked into this series. I think it should be pretty damn good, like closer to the Unlimited Blade Works style. This isn't going to be Fate Zero, this isn't going to be Heaven's Feel. Those are the best in the Fate series in my opinion, but this will be a good series, especially with some of the new players like the Ruler class and things like that, having Mordred and things like that. I mean, it's going to be a fun series. This is the intro content, and I mean, I'm sure there's going to be, you know, the action junkies saying, oh, it was pretty boring because all we got to see was some cool action at the beginning and then some gory blood. But this is what Fate always does, because you can't just, you know, jump in, have everyone fight for 20 minutes and then do that for 25 episodes. You gotta have that downtime, you gotta have the more kind of character time just to get you on board with what these characters are going to be bringing. And I thought I did a brilliant job at showcasing what type of war this is, how it is different from the other Fate series, but also showing you how the stakes are higher and this is a bigger thing. It's not just one-on-one servants. We have literally army against army. We have the time to use servants' abilities like manifesting these golems. In a one-on-one combat, he wouldn't be able to manifest his power properly, but having literally hundreds of masters use their power to enhance this one servant allows for that to happen. This first episode was really great. Was it the best first episode of Fate? I would say no, but was this a great first episode? Yes. I think this is going to be a fantastic season, especially with what I know about this specific series. The one I don't know is the Shaft one that they're doing later in this year. There's a Shaft Fate anime. I know next to nothing about this one, but Apocrypha, I know a pretty good deal, so it's not like there's going to be a huge amount of like, oh, I didn't see this coming, but I am a little fuzzy, so I should still have some surprises here or there. but finally seeing My Girl Ruler animated in a proper full adaptation, this is gonna be good. Let me know your thoughts on the series down in the comment section below. Did you thought it was a great first episode, a little mediocre? And just who was your favorite kind of character that you've seen so far? I know it's early in the series, but did you have someone just based on their fighting style, or just maybe some of the lines that they said that you're thinking that they may be your favorite character in the show? Let me know your thoughts, and before you leave, smack that like button, share your support. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.